In the next few years, you could be eating meat grown in a lab. It's made using animal cells. It looks, smells and tastes like meat. It could be better for the environment, but it may pose a threat to our meat industry. Our investigative reporter, Charlie Pickering, investigates.
I'm Charlie Pickering. These are my jackets. And this is Primetime Journalism with Charlie Pickering. Meat. Aussies bloody love it.
Magnifico!
We're the second biggest meat munchers on the planet, scoffing down nearly 95 kilos of meat per person per year. But while cows may look harmless, like big daft dogs, livestock takes up a quarter of the Earth's land and lets rip 8.1 billion tonnes of greenhouse gas per year.
If the trend continues, then this generic child may not have a future. Lab-grown meat could provide the answer. But first we must ask ourselves, who shall survive? Kids or cows?
So what is lab-grown meat?
Lab-grown meat, or as we call it, clean meat, is real meat. It's just grown from cells rather than produced from slaughter.
Right.
So you basically take a sesame seed size sample from a cow, a little biopsy, and from that you can grow significant quantities of meat.
Why is it clean meat? Do you have to wash it?
It's cleaner because it doesn't have the same bacterial contamination that much of the meat that we eat today does. A few years ago, there was a study done in Australia that found 4 in 5 portions of raw chicken have fecal contamination on them.
Jesus.
Which is why we literally have to cook the shit out of our chicken in order to eat it safely.
Lab-grown meat could put cattle folk out of a job.
Delicious!
So I spoke to a farmer who's more meat than man, Leonard Valance.
How often do you eat steak?
I would eat steak 5 to 6 times a week.
Wow. I'm sure there's doctors right now watching this saying, that's a mistake. And the people that make this lab-grown meat, they say it's the future. What do you think?
Our beef is clean beef,
Right, because that's not what they say. They say your beef is filthy.
but how do they know that? We have the highest health standards in the world in our abattoirs.
Because I was at a cow farm last week and there was shit everywhere.
Yeah, that's everyone's got that.
But cows are destroying the planet.
No, they're not.
They're contributing to climate change.
No, they're not.
So you are saying that cows are carbon neutral?
Pretty much. In Australia, they are.
So livestock contribute more to global greenhouse gas emissions than the entire transportation sector.
Someone here is full of bull. To get a clearer picture, I spoke to this guy who's written a book. Now, you pretty much wrote the book on animal liberation. What was the name of that book?
Animal Liberation?
Yes, that
Yeah, that book. It was called Animal Liberation.
book. Right. Once we actually make this lab-grown meat, you wouldn't go, it's ethically sound, yum, yum, yum.
It's not for me, I don't think, lab-grown meat. It's not something that I would care about. But what really is important is that we provide something for other people who just can't kick the meat habit, and that we do something that is environmentally sustainable and not harmful to animals.
You num-num that, I num-num you.
And how does it taste?
It tastes like meat. It is meat.
Because some people wouldn't trust that. They'd say it's grown in a lab, it hasn't eaten grass, it hasn't sniffed the air, it hasn't shat in a field.
So who does the future belong to? Kids or cows?
Human kids come first, but they need the cow to survive.
Kids or cows?
Kids belongs to, I think.
Kids, cows.
Kids. I'd go with kids.
The kids are victorious, but by the time these lab shanks arrive, the world could well have burnt to a crisp and we'll all be living in space pods drinking moon juice. Will it arrive soon enough to save us? Only time will tell. That was lab-grown meat. I'm Charlie Pickering, and this was Primetime Journalism with Charlie Pickering.